Alright, in this video, I want to talk about mercy and grace. We all want mercy and grace because we're saved by God's mercy and grace. I think every Christian agrees to this, but they don't seem to understand what mercy and grace means. And they misuse the words, misapply them, and then completely contradict them. You see, mercy, let's start with that. And I'm going to have to go over here real quick so I can type this out. We don't need the letters that big. So let's try 12 here. It is not getting what you truly deserve. Alright, so it'd take me forever to actually write that out. But you know what, let's make it a little bit bigger. What do we want? Let's try 20. There we go, I think 20 is pretty good. Alright, that works. Alright, so mercy. Not getting what you truly deserve. So, if you want God's mercy, you have to admit what? That you actually deserve. Well, let's start actually with death. And hell. Right? That's ultimately why you need mercy, right? Because you deserve death and hell. Or we can put here, we'll put a D here for damnation. I'm not going to make you watch me type all that out, or draw it out here, write it out here with the mouse. And condemnation. That's what you deserve. So in order to have mercy, you first have to admit to yourself that you deserve death and damnation, hell and condemnation, because that's what you truly deserve. Mercy is not getting what you deserve. So you're asking God not to give you what you deserve, which is death and hell, damnation and condemnation, right? So you can see how this contradicts a lot of people's views on how they're saved, because they'll say that, let's use a different color here so there's a contrast here. Let's just take red here. They want to do works of different kinds, right? And this is different things, right? It can be works of the law, right? Keep the 10 Commandments. You know, they don't usually focus on the whole law, but they'll focus on the 10 C's, right? There's also the works of righteousness that's mentioned, right? So that's just anything that would make you justified, right? And other works would be just general good works. Well, let's actually first rituals, right? They think that they're rituals. You know, different denominations have different rituals. Some have more than others. Most of them have looks more like an A. Most have the ritual of you have to go to their church service every week, right? Rituals, and we'll just put good for good deeds, right? Like paying tithes and alms and helping out, right? So they think that these things make it so they get the mercy and they get the grace. But that would mean if they did all these things, that would mean that they don't need this and they don't need this. Because what is grace? we'll have to do that typo thing here. So let's put it right here. Getting what you don't actually deserve. All right, so if you're doing all these, let's first explain what it is you don't deserve. And that would be, we'll put an E here, eternal, weird looking E, eternal life. You don't deserve that. And you don't deserve God. You don't deserve Jesus. You don't deserve heaven or paradise. And of course the mouse wanted to stick. So, when you ask God for mercy and grace, what you're asking Him is, don't give me what I deserve over here. And when you asking for the grace, you're asking for what you don't deserve, right? So if you're asking for mercy and grace, then it's not dependent in any way, shape, or form on this right here. Because if you're coming to God saying, give me mercy and grace, look at how I've kept the law, look at my righteous works, look at my rituals, look at all my good, well, then you're coming to God saying, I don't need your mercy, I don't need your grace. Because when it's about your works, all of this right here is about actually earning it. So works are about what you actually deserve, right? So if you're saying, oh, I'm saved by my works, you're saved by earning it. You don't need mercy and grace because you've done that's all that's required of you, right? So you think, oh, I don't deserve hell because look at what I'm doing and what I'm not doing. I don't need grace because, again, look at what I'm doing and not doing. I don't deserve hell, I deserve heaven. So you don't actually, lost my cursor here. These things are not needed when you're going by works. It completely contradicts works. And I hope you can see that and understand that. Right? So you got to actually meditate on this, as in think about it. Take some time to be like, I want God's mercy and grace. How do I receive that? By asking Him for it and accepting it simply by faith, believing and trusting that God gives it to you. You can't go to God saying, give me mercy and grace because I deserve it. These other people don't deserve your mercy and grace, but I do, because look at me. Because that contradicts what mercy and grace is. Mercy is not getting what you deserve, but you want mercy? But you think you don't deserve hell anyway. You want what you deserve, right? Because you worked for it. So you don't want mercy, because mercy is not getting what you truly deserve. You think you truly deserve something good, right? So you don't want mercy. And then grace, you don't truly want grace, because you don't want to get what you don't deserve. You think you deserve something good. You don't want what you haven't actually deserved, so you don't want grace. You think you deserve it. So I just wanted to do this quick video to help you understand mercy and grace and how most Christians, basically stemming from the Roman Catholic Church and even the Orthodox Church, mess up what mercy and grace is and turn it into this mess here where the words don't even mean what they mean anymore. Mercy and grace are just two words that you throw in when you're talking about Christianity, right? They don't mean anything. They're just kind of fluff words. Because the way all these Christians or so-called Christians use mercy and grace don't make any sense. They contradict it. I'm saved by mercy and grace. All right, so you deserve hell and you don't deserve heaven. Right? You deserve hell, you don't deserve heaven. That's how you're saved? Because you don't deserve heaven, you deserve hell. God's going to give you mercy and grace by not giving you the hell you deserve and giving you the heaven you don't deserve. That's how you're saved? No, I'm a good man. I'm a good woman. Look at me. Okay, well then you don't need mercy and grace. Jesus. Let's put him here. Jesus doesn't need mercy or grace. Right? We can put a big X here for, I don't want to cross it out, but I'll put one next to it. Where Jesus, he really doesn't need that at all. Because he actually deserves heaven and he doesn't deserve hell. Right? So he doesn't need mercy and grace. And he lived the perfect life and offered it up to God freely. Right? Now he's good. He doesn't need it. But all of us, we do. But there's some people who think it's both, where they'll tell themselves, oh, because I'm trying here, right? They're trying, we'll put the word try here. They're trying to do everything they can here, and you're not even trying to do what they're doing, right? You're not trying to do all the things like the Roman Catholic Church is doing. So they deserve mercy and grace and you don't. They're going to get mercy and grace because of what they're doing here, and you're not. And it just shows how they don't understand what mercy and grace is. Where you think you're going to get mercy and grace because you've earned it and deserved it, when mercy and grace is the complete opposite of that. Like, I receive mercy and grace because I can't earn it and deserve it. Right? I actually deserve hell, so I need the mercy. There's nothing I can do not to deserve hell. And I need the grace because I don't deserve heaven, and there's nothing I can do to deserve heaven. So, with all that being said, thanks for watching. Take care.